Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Fatal Games, also known as Olympic Nightmare. It's the story of a gymnastics team who wants to try and go to the nationals, but there's a problem. There's a javelin throwing maniac trying to take every one of them out. And this movie has several of the most ridiculous kills you may ever see in an early 80s horror movie. Having fun with this, aren't you guys? Me too. Oh, goodness gracious. The killer in this movie only uses a javelin to take out their... Yes, I'm not going to make the big reveal, and theirs... quite explainable. Their victims. In fact, a couple of kills in this movie are so overly ridiculous, I don't even know how they even got away with it. The killer gets one of their victims with a javelin being thrown from the the home team side of the football field, you know, where they go to sit at and everything like that, the benches. Throws it all the way from on top of the announcer's booth all the way down to one end of the goalpost where it gets their victim. Now you gotta have a strong arm to do that. And of course the victim turned out to be a guy who was trying to perfect a javelin throw. And the other ridiculous kill in the movie is where our killer winds up standing in a pool while this swimmer was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, which what felt like 5-10 minutes. And finally the killer stabs her with a javelin. Now, how in the name of God the swimmer did not... You know, doesn't matter. So our movie ends up, the killer reveals who it is, and it turns out I believe it's the female coach. But there's a twist. The reason why the female coach is doing this is because apparently she was born a he. Something almost straight out of Sleepaway Camp. She tried to go in for a sex change to become a female, or I should say he went in to get a sex change to become a female. Something went wrong, so only, probably say about half the operation was done. She became a hermaphroditic javelin throwing killer. Yeah, and our main female hero, Annie, finds out about all this. But it turns out... It turns out Coach Diane, the she, winds up falling from a high platform onto a trophy, killing her. I don't know. And that's the end of the movie right there, gang. Fatal Games. Is winning worth killing for? Was this movie worth watching? I don't think so. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie that you obviously believed did not even deserve a bronze, silver, or even a gold medal, send it my way, and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you so very much for watching, and until next time, for Doc Schlock, stay strong and rock on. And remember, hurdles you jump over, not run through. I learned that yesterday.